Hello and welcome to my shop. This is Jim Dedman, Sawlogs Plastic Hubs. Hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll be doing something interesting, so hang around, let's have fun. Okay, I started this a minute ago and it started chattering, so I immediately stopped at the speed of running. I may go slow it down. I'm going to try to run it at this speed at about 200 to face. If it chatters at this one, I'll change something, but yeah. It's a little bit, but not bad. We'll leave it. One of the problems I just ran into, and I just had to stop, or actually you won't see that, but I started a little further out, so I chucked it up a little closer. I went ahead and I checked my squareness of the tool block to the lathe, which is very important on parting. And what I do is I do a simple way like John Double Boost and some of the others do. Basically, I just take a 1, 2, 3 block and lay it up against the tool holder and square it up. So now I've got a squared corner there of what I need. I'm going to go ahead and center drill this. Okay, this is the first turn. This is going to be the long end of the shaft. There's going to be a pillar block and both pulleys on. And I'll just make it a nice light cut here. And I'm doing this. I may change inserts. I'm going to try something. I'm not enamored with this. I'm going to try something different. This is cut number 2. I went with the DNMG to see if I got a little better chip control. And it seems to be doing a little better at the chips, so we can like that. So we're going to turn this down to 5/8. Alright, now we're set up getting close to the end. We're within about 60 thou or so. So we're taking, I went back to the V even though the chip control's not good, just because it seems to work the best. And there's a little bit of harmonics in it, you can hear it. I got a little bit of taper to work with. We'll have to probably file out the polish to get the last little bit. But so what we're doing is to not leave no backlash and chatter marks, if we're turning it both directions like this. So any backlash or whatever, we're cutting for it and allowing it in our measurement. So when I get this measurement done, I'll check the size. Okay, one of the things you'll notice is I got indicator set back here. I call that a poor man's DRO because that gives me some control over it. Actually, right now, I'm right on it. I really want to be about thousandths low, so what I'm going to do is take a extra light cut, like a spring pass over it, forward and back, and see what I get. And then we'll polish the rest of it in. So that's what I'm doing now, taking a really light spring pass all the way to one end to the other. Now this is going, when I get this loosened up and it fit, I'm going to do a dry check, what I call a bench check, see, make sure all the components is going to fit in the proper way it's supposed to fit. So this is going, like I say, this is like a spring pass, just to take a little bit off. Then we'll check the size again, and then we'll probably polish it real lightly. I'm going to go ahead and break this upper corner, and break this corner right now while I'm at it. So this is supposed to be the long side here. This one's going to have a pillar block and 2 bearings on it. So that way the center of the shaft will be 1 inch. So that's kind of the idea here. About 1 under there. It's about like a half a thou. I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to polish it a little bit and we'll check it. Okay, there we go. That's my dry fit. Make sure I've got a little bit of play here, that gives me some adjustment room. So that's kind of that's going to be my inside bearings now. And this is what the shaft looks like. I'm going to flip it over and off camera and we'll turn the other side. I thought I'd bring you back for some of this turning here. We're just sort of lightly turning the back side of the bearing diameter, for the other pillow block, which is also 5/8. And right now I'm just roughing it out, just roughing it down, getting close. Lots of little 5/8 passes here, maybe 20, 30 thousandths, because you learn lessons excuse me, in doing things. I've been having some shoulder and neck pain here lately, and I've been going to PT and chiropractor, so I'm not feeling the best in the world. I went to PT and chiropractor both this morning, so right now I'm just roughing it down about 10 thousandths at a time. It'll be really slow this way. It also cuts down on the channel. I'll try to let you see the setup. Hey, I'm bringing you back in the last couple, 3 passes here. Same deal. Got the indicator up here so we can hit our numbers exactly. Measuring it. We're going for about 1 under for a good fit. I'm probably going to need about 2 passes here to do this. And I'm doing the forward and reverse turning. So I should be about 10 thou off when I mic this, roughly. So when I'm working like this, I prefer to do the back and forth myself, but to each his own. Okay, so I'm about 36 25, 35, no, 41. Excuse me, I'm at 41 right now. So we go 10 more thousandths. Should be 31. I like to sneak up on it. We'll polish this a little bit with some sandpaper and Scotch-Brite in the center of the shaft, as this has been stored outside, so there's just a smidgen bit of rust on it. This is a piece that come out of the metal supermarket scrap bin, actually. I think it's 1 inch or maybe 1 1/4 stock. Now I wanted the strength in the middle too, without the 5/8 whipping around. So I know plenty of these have been built. It's a straight 5/8 shafts, but I really wanted to do it this way. And partly I had the material, and partly I just wanted to do it this way. So, yep, I'm right at 30 and a half. Okay, let's see what we get here. We'll go ahead and put a file pointers on this right now. And before we turn this last one, I think I'm good there. Like I say, I'm wanting to be about 1 under or right on it. If I'm right on it, I'm just going to Scotch-Brite it to smooth it up. If I'm right on the size, I'll tend to go the other way. So we will see here in just a second. That's the beauty of doing it the way I'm doing it, because you've got all the spring cuts and everything controlled with it. If your inserts like this and let you go both ways, it really works out to be your advantage. So let me mic it and see what I've got there. I should be right around 620. I'm right on it. 624. Okay, all I got to do is hit it with a little Scotch-Brite and I'm good to go. I can feel it's a little run out in the original shaft. So what I'm going to do here in the center, I'm going to take a light cut down this whole shaft so I can turn the run out. And if there's any residual run out that don't match the original shaft from machining, I'm going to go ahead and turn it out and polish it. Just because I felt a little bit up on the other end, and that way there'll be no harmonics in this shaft whatsoever. And it'll be nice and true. Even though it's really not necessary as far as for any other purpose of just taking harmonics out. And yeah, you can see right there's a little bit of run out. So we're going to go back about a couple more thou feet the other way, see if we can feed it all the way out. So it had some run out in it. This way, all my surfaces be between centers. Any residual runouts in the shaft's not there. It'll just make a smoother running assembly. Even though with the pulley and the gearing system we're going to be having, still not going to be turning that fast. Just one more way of making a nicer part. Like I say, this has no real size to it. I just wanted it to be out of a larger piece of material because I wanted bow strength in the middle, actually. There we go. I like the looks of that. That got all the run out of it. Okay, let me polish this a little bit with some sandpaper. Let this cool down. We'll take it over to the bench and check it. Okay, there's the mocked up setup. What you see is everything together. So you see I have the large shaft here. I still got to cut my keyways, and I got to get the keys cut and get some keys go in it. And so I've got a little extra room with the shaft over here. But that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted this shaft to be turned like that, just because that way I don't have to rely as much on my positions. And I got some wiggle room there, and when we lay it out on the steel, which I'm not going to do that just yet. Probably won't even show the keyway in. I may show the keyway in. I've got a key it, mill a key in it. So once I get that done, this shaft's complete, then we can kind of move on. The plan's going to be, realistically, from now on, I'll kind of do a little, basically I'll tell you kind of what the plan is here. So hold on a second. Okay, now what you've seen so far, I haven't, once we get the keyway cut in it, and I may go ahead and put the keyway in this footage, this is a completed shaft. I kind of designed or had it in my head I wanted to use a larger piece of stock. I just didn't want to, I wanted to give it strength in the middle. That's kind of the idea. So the way this saw is being set up, this is a 12-inch pulley here that's coming off the motor, and it will be driving an 1.75-inch pulley, which will drive a 10-inch pulley. And so that's the setup. I've got the stand you've seen already in another video mocked up. We'll go get the saw out of the building after I cut the keyways in it, and once we get that done, then we'll move on from the next step. So have a good one. I hope you enjoyed the video. So let's put a disclaimer out of the way. This video is my idea how to do things. It's not the only way. So I hope you enjoyed it today. The other thing, comments are always welcome. Please take the time, if you feel so inclined, to make a comment on my videos. Also, I appreciate all my subscribers, the new ones and the new ones. And finally, the other disclaimer. This is a copyrighted production of James Dedman, Saw Logs Plastic Hubs, for your enjoyment on YouTube. Thank you, have a great day, and we will see you in the next video.